Good morning, guys. I want to believe wherever you are, you had a wonderful night, and now today is going on well for you. Allow me to just wish you a very, very, very productive day ahead of you. I don't know whether you are aware the official registration for our GOAL300 Walk for Peace and Education is on. Yes, we are now officially registering for Golf 300 Walk for Peace and Education coming up on July 11th, Boreta. That is where we are going to start and then walk all the way along State House Girls Road, uh, come all the way to Processional Way, then Uhuru Avenue, go up to Chiromo, then Riverside Drive to the Wishwa Road, and back to Arboretum. That is going to be the route we are taking. You might be wondering and asking yourself, why? What is this Goal 300 all about? Goal 300 is a program implemented by African Rights for Economic Development with three main components. Component number one is providing access to education learning opportunities for vulnerable children. And we are targeting to do 100 scholarships for grade 10 in 2027. That is to say, we are sponsoring 100 learners to join grade 10 on full scholarship, tuition, uniform, books, and all the incidentals that a learner needs to join grade 10 in 2027. And besides the education learning opportunities, we're also doing training opportunities to 100 vulnerable youths. And that means that we have identified five key skills that we would like to pursue, all of them with an element of entrepreneurship. Number one, we are going to provide 20 training opportunities to vulnerable youths in carpentry and woodworks with entrepreneurship. We will do 20 slots to vulnerable youths in hairdressing and beauty. That is 40. We are going to do 20 slots on fashion design and dressmaking. That is 60. We will be doing 20 slots on masonry and plumbing. That is 80. And we will be doing 20 slots on solar and electric installation with entrepreneurship to another 20 vulnerable youths. Why do we need to do this? And before I go to why, the third component or the third aspect of our goal 300 to make it free is that we will be doing 100 peace and peer counseling clubs in selected schools on the pilot program. And that is meant to address the psychosocial support, the counseling, the listening, and support of our children in secondary schools to just try and mentor them, assist them if they are facing issues, and make sure that they are able to learn in a healthy and mentally supportive environment. So you are asking us yourself, why do you need to support Goal 300? Over 1.2 million vulnerable children out of school. 1.2 million. These are children may be classified as total orphans, single parent backgrounds, or just vulnerable. They are coming from very poor backgrounds. They cannot afford education, and we all know that education in Kenya is very expensive. So, as African rights for economic development, we want to ensure that we don't leave these children behind, because then they end up being trapped in a cycle of poverty. And for us to be able to achieve this, then it means that we have to partner and work together to support these children to grow, to thrive, and to shape their tomorrow. When it comes to youth, we all know that employment has been a great issue, and making matters worse when it comes to vulnerable youths. Most of them were out of school children. They did not go through the training. Now they don't have skills, and they are just there. If we are going to abandon and leave them just there, then we expose them to so many things, including drug and substance abuse, exposure to violent extremism and radicalization, crime, and so many other things. And we are statistics indicate that in Kenya, 67%, that is approximately 7 out of 10 youths, 18 to 15 to 34 years, don't have skills, and they are not training, and they are not in employment. A whopping 3.5 million. These are in the neighborhood, and if we do not address their issues, then we all know what is likely to happen. You might think you are safe, but if these youth are going to meet your children, they are going to introduce them to drugs, they are going to introduce them to substance abuse, they are going to introduce them to crime. So we have to take responsibility, and one way of taking responsibility is being intentional about supporting these youths. How do you support, or how can you support? One way to support is to register for the GOAL300 Walk for Peace and Education. Let us come, and the theme we are saying is step for peace and strive for education. So we are stepping out for the vulnerable. Every step we are making, we are saying let the vulnerable be given an opportunity to learn, and we are giving them our resources. That 1,500 you are using to register will go towards supporting the children in terms of scholarships, will go towards supporting the youth in terms of training, will go towards the peace and peer counseling clubs in school in support of, in terms of mentoring and counselor support. That is what we are saying, that you need to register to be able to support these children in the society. And finally, we are saying that you may be out of Nairobi, and you still want to participate, and you're wondering how can I support? Yes, you can donate through our pay bill 4185 145 145 and the account is goal 300. We are saying again, all proceeds are dedicated to the goal 300 program, that is scholarships for vulnerable children, training for vulnerable youth, and peace and peer counseling clubs in 100 schools within Nairobi on a pilot basis. Then we will be able to scale it outside now town once we see actually the we measure the impact of all of these, and we are able now to adopt it. Thank you very much as you consider these, and as the founder and CEO, I just appeal to you, don't be left behind. Invite your friends, mobilize your networks, your buddies. Let us register for the Goal 300 Work for Peace and Education. Let us show up for the vulnerable. Let us step out for the vulnerable, and let us strive for their education, training, and psychosocial support. Thank you very much for now, and see you on 11 at the walk. Bye-bye.